Freedom of information is in the spotlight in the latest issue of the Auckland University of Technology's newspaper. The front page addresses problems with the Official Information Act and the stonewalling of New Zealand's Defence Force in one particular journalist's case. Editor and postgraduate student Matthew Hutching's piece spoke of the future of journalism and students' experiences with the OAA.
Over the 2 semesters we had encountered, we'd made requests under the Official Information Act, and we had been basically stonewalled several times. We've complained several times to the Ombudsman and nothing had happened, and we've had to deal with local government like Auckland Council, Auckland Transport, particular corporate council-controlled organisations like that, and we've found that it's quite difficult to get information.
And it's not just students dealing with this. New Zealand investigative journalist and war correspondent John Stevenson won a 4-year defamation case with the Defence Force this year after being accused of lying in his articles published in Sunday Star Times and Metro magazine. Esteemed Professor Jane Kelsey from the University of Auckland took the Minister of Trade Tim Grosser to the High Court after he refused to release information under the OAA on Trans-Pacific Partnership negotiations. And in a case that is yet to be settled, investigative journalist Nikki Haga called for a judicial review after police raided his home, confiscated documents and computers last October. With challenges like these, Matthew says future journalists have a lot more to learn.
I think the pressure, there's just so much pressure. I mean, first of all, there's the demands that you must be a jack of all trades now, and the economic pressure that the media outlets are under, the possibly low pay that a young journalist might get, the work demands, the ideals we walk out of university with to be good quality journalists, yet having to do these fluff stories, clickbait stories. I think that could be quite demoralising.
But through their own experiences, AUT student journalists also have a lot to look forward to.
It's also exciting, and there are lots of more opportunities with new technologies. But it is scary because we are young journalists. We've got a lot to learn. We have a lot of experience to build up, and we are up against a PR industry.
The issue also features a range of Pacific stories. Student editors Michael Neilson and Mata Lauano chose pieces from AUT's Asia Pacific journalism class.
Yeah, we definitely wanted a range of stories. But I also think that reflects what the class, I think we're doing. Everyone in the class, we're doing a range of stories. So we, reflecting that, and also I think we chose the West Papua one specifically because we are journalism students, and it's quite a big deal.
And both enjoyed the task of giving importance to Pacific viewpoints.
I mean, the last issue didn't have as many Pacific stories as our issue did, and I think that's a reflection of the conscious effort to put in more Pacific stories, which is important because we're in the Pacific capital of the world, Auckland.
Obviously, you're studying journalism, you're learning about where there are issues with journalism, and a lot of the issues in mainstream media are with reporting, Pacific issues, Māori issues, or just about those communities. There is a lack of stories, and probably in the way they are reported too is not the best. So I guess throughout this year we've been learning about addressing that.
Along with these marginalised stories, Matthew says people need to be aware of topics they may not consider every day.
I think it's really important that we keep talking about these stories, so that people do get this awareness. So people do become more aware of how freedom of information and freedom of expression exists in their day-to-day life.
Alistar Kata for Pacific Media Watch.